Hello, I'm here talking to Gordon Banks. Hello, lovely to meet you.
Hi, nice to see you then.
I've got a few questions for you from the fans, so we'll kick off question number one. Is it true that when you first started playing football, you let in 15 goals in 2 games?
Unfortunately, it was, yes. I was playing for a local team, and this team come up to me, Romarsh Welfare, and said, would I go for a trial for their club? And they were playing in a much better league. But I was only around the 16 years of age, and I went for this trial. And the first game was at home, and we lost 3-1. And then the second game was against a club called Stocksbridge Works, and they had something like 5 ex-professionals from Sheffield United and Sheffield Wednesday playing for their side, you see. And I finished up letting 12 goals in, and I wasn't too happy about that, believe it or not. I didn't feel too pleased.
I'm not surprised, but it got better after that anyway, didn't it?
Oh,
Let's face it.
Did, yeah, it did.
Next question. If you hadn't have been a goalkeeper, what would you have liked to have been?
Well, I know where I would have been. I mean, obviously you would like to be something a bit special, but what I was doing before I was lucky enough to get this trial with this club was bricklaying. I was an apprentice bricklayer, and my first job leaving school at 15 was local coal round, bagging coal. Then I got this job on the building site, and then as the months and years went back, I was now on a team of 4, you know, each has a corner, and I was bricklaying, and I used to enjoy it. And then I became a part-time professional with Chesterfield, and still working, still bricklaying, but I did enjoy it very much, and I would have been quite happy to carry that on. Yeah.
Great. Now, I don't know if this is a difficult question. Was your save against Pele in the World Cup better than your penalty save against Jeff Hurst in the League Cup?
Well, it's funny because everybody in Stoke thinks it was definitely better than the penalty save because as it happened, that was so important that it helped us get to the final of the League Cup, because Jeff had taken a penalty at Stoke in the first leg, which I'd got down. It was a low shot, but the way he ran up out from outside the box, that's how powerful he'd hit the ball. He ran up from outside the box to punch it, and I got my hand to it, but it was that hard. I pushed it into the side netting, into the goal, so it was a goal, and we were losing 2-1 after that first leg. And when we got to West Ham, John Richards, centre forward, gets a header in after 20 minutes, and so it makes it 2-2. And then 20 minutes into the second half, they get the penalty, and it's Jeff Hurst again walking up with the ball, does exactly the same thing, walks out there, and he starts pounding up, and I thought, he can't change now, not at this speed. So I'm thinking, he's got to hit it to me right. So I started to dive this time, thinking it was going to be low, but it wasn't low. He thumped it high. So first of all I go there, and then it's coming up here, so I lifted my hand up. Really had to be quick, as you can imagine the pace coming at me, and it hit my hand and it went over the bar, you know, and that was, of course, more important because it got us to the final.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, this is a bit of a conspiracy one. Do you believe that you were poisoned in the 1970 World Cup before the Germany game?
Well, when it first happened, the press came up to me and said, you know, asked that exact same question. And I laughed at it. I said, no, don't be so silly. And nobody goes to that sort of. But as the years have gone by, I've said to myself, well, how come I got, you know, this severe illness when we sat down at the table together, we had the same food together, we took the tablets, all the same tablets. Why was I mean, I know there's one or two the other lads like just had a very, very mild dose, but I was so bad, it was just untrue. I couldn't eat anything, couldn't drink anything, and it was really bad. And so, as I said, as the years have gone by, I do believe something could have gone off. Yeah.
Well, I suppose sort of leading on from that question, do you think that if you had played against Germany in 1970, this might be quite unfair actually for me to say, instead of Peter Bonetti, that England would have won the game?
Well, I will say this, that I hit the pinnacle of my career. I couldn't have got any higher. I felt so confident in everything I did at that particular time. I know that I couldn't have got any higher in my career, and I'm almost certain that myself having that confidence, it was now passed on to those defenders in front of me, and that enabled them, I think, to have a bit of more confidence in what they were doing. So whether or not we would have won that game if I'd have played, I don't know. But as I said, I know that I couldn't have been in better form than I was in Mexico in 1970, and it was just so sad for me that I missed one game and I'm packing my bags and we're going home. I was really gutted. I really was. Yeah.
I think it was very diplomatic though, also of you. We know that you played in the USA, and is it true that you actually were led onto the pitch in a hearse?
Yeah, that's very true. Yes, we had a man called Ron Newman who was the manager. He used to play for Plymouth Argyle, and he decided, right, I want to be an American, so he changed to an American citizen, wanted to do everything that they did, and of course they had this razzmatazz, you see. So he said to us, look, what we're going to do before every home game, we will go out 20 minutes before kick-off. Believe me, in Florida, just walking around like it for 5 minutes give you a sweat on. And he says, and then you'll be called to the North Gate, and we'll have some sort of transport to take you around the running track, you see. So now we came out on different things, a fire engine, a police motorcycle, all these different, and we had to wave to the crowd as we went round, then we were introduced one by one. And this particular time, what we did, we used to go on what they call going on the road. So to save money, you'd travel, because you'd have to fly, you see, in America you have to fly. You'd travel and you'd play 3 games away from home, and then you come and play 3 games at home. So we're at the top of the league table, and we lose 2 and win 1, and we drop down 1 place. And so here we are now going to play the 3 at home. And so the announcement come over with the Fort Lauderdale Strikers report to the North Gate. So I went behind the gate and these 4 hearses. So we get in these hearses and we're looking at it, there's lots of players going. So off we go and we're waving to the crowd like this. And when we come down, we all get out, introduce one another. The last hearse, the back comes out. These 4 guys grab this coffin, and the things come down with wheels on, and they run it to the centre circle. The lid comes off. He gets out the coffin, walks into the microphone and goes, "The Fort Lauderdale Strikers are not dead yet." Incredible the guy was.
Mad. But I have to say, Gordon, seriously for me, because it brings back childhood memories actually meeting you, it's been a real pleasure, and thank you for taking the time.
Pleasure,
really appreciate it.
Thanks very much.
And I hope that it answers some of your questions.